Hi everyone, welcome to the 81st episode of the Zicast. As always, I'm your host Ryan Zaks, and today I'm joined by journalist Olivia Mastromarino.
Hi, I'm Olivia Mastromarino. Thank you for having me, and I'm very excited.
Of course, I'm very excited too. I'd like to shout out episode 31 guest Chen for technical directing once again. So Olivia, I think you know what I do here. I interview people, I get to know them better, and I'm excited to get to know you better. So how about you kick things off by telling us a bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Olivia Mastromarino. I'm a freshman here at Quinnipiac. I'm studying journalism, and I have a minor of public relations, which I really love. I'm in a band on campus called Area Code. I'm in a sorority called Gamma Phi Beta. I'm a cast member of Quinnipiac Tonight. I write for the Quinnipiac Chronicle, and I was in Ryan Zayak's film,
Yes.
The Tragic
Times for
I almost
Mr.
said
Comedy.
Tragic Tales. Why would
Yeah.
I do that? Tragic Times of Mr. Comedy. I keep saying Tragic Tales. I don't know why.
It is because it is a tragic tale.
It is a tragic tale.
So you're not so far off. And if I didn't already have Liam on here, I would say you're the first rock star to be on the Zicast.
Oh,
but
wow.
I had Liam on here too.
Wait, what do you
he's-
do?
When Ryan says rock star, he means I have a drum kit in my basement and I just play and annoy my roommates.
I love that.
That's basically it. That's the extent of my band.
I love it, though.
But yeah, no, that's super cool. Yeah, I didn't know that we had like a band on campus.
It's like not like an organization. But I'm filling in right now for Joey. She's abroad in Italy right now, so I'm helping out right now, and it's really fun.
And bringing up the band, I feel like that's good to like jump into as a first topic. So you're their lead singer, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Tell us about your experience with the band, because we have a bar or kind of like a pub on campus called On the Rocks, and
Yeah.
I've seen you guys play there a bunch of times, and I've been mesmerized. So how about you tell us about your experience doing that?
Of course. So it's called Area Code, and it's a band on campus right now, and it's so much fun. I actually met their band member Michael Austin through my improv class, and he asked me if I sang, and I'm like, yeah. And so I kind of just like got pushed into the band a little bit, which at first was like I was complicated. I was like contemplating if I wanted to do it because I was like kind of afraid. Like I never sang rock before. I'm like a musical theater person, so being like out of nowhere, but I'm glad that I did it. It's so much fun to be a part of. We perform it on the Rocks. We have a performance this Saturday at Enchiladas. We performed at Frankie's, which is really fun, which is a restaurant like up the block. We perform it on the Rocks almost every Wednesday, and it's so much fun. I love singing a lot, and I made a lot of good friends. Everyone's like a sophomore, so like I'm a freshman, so I thought that was really interesting, meeting people who already been at Quinnipiac. So they taught me a lot about the school too, which was really cool, and I learned a lot of things about myself joining the band.
What are those things you learned about yourself?
I learned that I could actually do like pop music. I've been always a musical theater person. Like I was never a part of a band or anything like that. So being a part of a band and learning like different things about myself, because I always sing like very musical theater-y. You can hear it in my voice a lot. So kind of pushing away from that and making sure that that doesn't come out a lot. It's called vibrato.
Okay.
So like when you sing, it's like called vibrato. You can hear the musical theater. So not doing that was definitely a challenge, but learning how to do that was really cool.
So from Wicked to Led Zeppelin,
Yes.
that's your timeline?
Yes. I love Wicked so much, but yes.
So like, yeah, that's interesting. You're talking about like musical theater singing. So it's more, if I'm just guessing, like it's more like projecting and being very theatrical. And of course with the band, it's more. So with musical theater, you like put on a show, a lot of facial expression, like a lot of acting. For like rock music, it's more laid back, and I feel like I kind of like on stage you can tell that I'm a theater kid just by like the faces I make. You can tell that I'm very like theatrical, and I feel like that's definitely something to work on, especially in a band, which is very interesting. So you could definitely tell, like people come up to me after the show and like, you're a theater kid, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. I didn't think it was that obvious, but it is. I mean, I feel like that's a good blend to bring like being like involved in theater and knowing that, and then bringing it into something like a band. And like, do you feel your style kind of changing as the more you're with Area Code?
Definitely. Like my voice changed a little bit when singing. Like I can either sing like rock or I can sing theater. It's like a different now. Like when I would sing like
songs before joining Area Code, like again, like it was very obvious that I was like everything I sang came out very theatery, and now like I can change that up a little bit, which was really cool because again, like I never sang with a band, so I feel like I can now do both, which is really interesting.
Do you have a preference?
Oh, musical theater, 100%. Okay. Like I've been in I think like 20 musicals in my life, which is insane. I've been doing musical theater since I was 7. It's just always been a passion of mine. I know I'm not doing it like as much here because like they got rid of the major. Yeah. I didn't want to major in it anyways, but just still being a part of like theater, like outside of school, like at home or like even here sometimes, like not theater, but like acting like I did for your film, which was so much fun. And like I live in an LLC, so like a living learning community. So everyone on there is like a film major mostly, even though like it's a communications LLC. So they've done a lot of films that I got to be a part of. So I try to be a part of as much theater or acting as I could be. I prefer theater so much. I love singing, like rock and all of that, but theater's my passion. I love it.
Yeah, and that is a shame about the theater major not existing, but it kind of like finds itself in different forms. Like, of course, like my film, in which now I'm thinking like maybe I should have made that a musical if I had known.
Me and Anthony Icardi singing instead of talking, that would be great.
It would have been like Joker too. But yeah, and then kind of like finding itself in different forms, or like Quinnipiac Tonight, something you found yourself in. So I feel like that's a good pivot to talking about that. Of course, Quinnipiac Tonight, you, like our previous guest, Aaron Russell, are cast members on that. So it's like a sketch comedy show, think Saturday Night Live. So tell us about your experience like that with this now being your first semester in it at the time of this recording.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot to mention that. I'm so sorry. It's definitely my favorite organization that I'm a part of. I love Quinnipiac Tonight. I met some of my closest friends right now through it. I was kind of like, I feel like everything I've joined here, I was like, I don't know if I should do it. Like, I'm scared to do it, and I'm so glad that I did. My friend JJ, who he's a sophomore president now, by the way. I'm so excited for him. He recommended it to me because I mentioned how I was like an actor or like liked to do it, and he was like, join Quinnipiac Tonight. I'm like, I don't know. Like, for a while, I wanted to just put acting behind me and kind of wanted to just like move on. For like literally like a month, I was just like kind of over it because in my high school, they never casted me in anything. And I was like really upset about that because I felt like I deserved it in a way, not even like just being like thinking like highly of myself. I just like, I worked hard and like, I feel like my work didn't go, like wasn't appreciated at all. And I did go to a theater high school, like an arts high school. So I felt like I just kind of gave up on myself. So I was like, telling that to JJ Saunders, president. I'm so happy for him. And he mentioned to just like come to one of the shows, and I'm like, you know what, why not? So on a random Thursday I came to the show. It was great. I went with my floor at Mountain View, and I fell in love with the show. I thought it was so funny. And then I signed up to audition. I didn't really think much of it, and then the day of the audition I got sick, and I'm like, dang it, like I can't even do it. And they gave me a chance to do it over Zoom, which I was really excited about, and I love it so much, and I'm so excited for next year. I applied to a few positions. Even if I don't do that, I'll still be in the cast. It's like my favorite organization that I joined. It's so fun, and you get to be yourself, and I love it.
Yeah, so you went to a theater high school, so kind of like Victorious?
I mean, yeah. It's like an arts high school, but it was heavily focused on chorus and theater, so I was a part of both of the programs. It was a lot of fun, like, even though, like, I feel like I didn't get as much opportunities as I wanted to. We got to go to Disney one year. I mean, it was really fun for the chorus, but still, like, I wish that I got more out of it. No hate. Sorry if anyone from my high school is watching this. No hate. I love the high school, but I feel like in college I definitely grew as a performer. I feel like I got a lot more opportunities. But I did go to a theater high school. It was like theater kids all over the place. We were on a bus to Disney. You can hear till 3 a.m. people were singing. Did not get any sleep on that bus. It was just singing the entire time. It was great. It was fun.
As I would expect. And I'm happy my film was also able to provide you an opportunity to act. And bringing up Quinnipiac Tonight, do you have any like specific favorite memories from being on it?
Yeah. plants in contrast to zombies because we couldn't put verses. Jacob Galui wrote it, one of our APs, and I was the sunflower, and I had to speak in a high-pitched voice. And that was definitely a challenge in a way, like the highest I could do for the whole sketch, and it was one of the funniest sketches I've ever had to do. I dressed up as a sunflower. I had a sunflower on my head. Charlie Bennett was, I don't know the character's name, but he had a whole green outfit on. Pea shooter. It's Pea shooter. And he wasn't speaking words. Like, he was just saying, I don't even know. And it was the funniest thing in the world. Anthony Icardi was a zombie, and MKF ate him.
Yes, he did. He ate him. Yes.
Emmy was a walnut. She didn't speak at all, which was really interesting to see, and it was just edited perfectly. That was definitely my favorite like pre-recorded segment. And then the live segment was when Anthony Icardi pooped in a shoe. I feel like that was really interesting to see. It was very very interesting. It was really fun.
Yeah, the same episode where Anthony also crashed out and screamed in the camera.
That's that one.
Where I know you noticed it for the clip I made for the It's Like That podcast.
You made that one?
Yeah, I make the clips for the podcast, and when the Anthony moment when he like poops in the shoe, you and Alyssa were like were like terrified in the corner, so I made sure to like add that
I appreciate
effect.
It. You did.
It's kind of like a split second thing. But yeah, it was like a little Easter egg in that.
Yeah, because I watched the It's Like That like clips on like TikTok, because like at first it came up on my For You page. I'm like,
really?
Wait, like I know that guy. He's in Quinnipiac tonight. This was before like Tragic Times ever, like before that, I think. I don't remember, or around the same time. I'm like, wait, that's Anthony. I didn't know he had a podcast.
Yes.
So I started watching the TikToks, and then that came up. I'm like, oh my God, that's me. This is so funny. So I thought that was really funny to watch. I didn't know you make them, though.
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Liam and I are the co-producers of It's Like That.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's
stupid.
really funny to hear that, like, It's Like That is infecting other people's algorithms and stuff.
It is. It
Yes.
is. And I love it. And it's really funny. And that's also another reason why I saw your podcast and Anthony's podcast. And I'm like, I want to start one. This is so fun. You get to be yourself. I feel like that's great.
Yeah. It truly
cool.
is infectious. We truly are spreading it. And if anybody wanted to know, or anybody who doesn't know wanted to know what Quinnipiac Tonight is like, that sketch pretty much sums it up.
It pretty much does. And like we have like rehearsals too, Tuesdays, and they're just so fun. Like I feel like I just truly get to be myself, and that's like not like always something that I get to do. Like I don't feel judged in that room, because we're all the same amount of, we all have the same passions. We all just love being friends. And I joined this semester, and everyone has just been so welcoming. Like I've joined other organizations even at home, and I was new to it. Like I've transferred schools before, in like middle school, and obviously everyone knew each other already, and I just felt so out of place. But like here, like I joined, and everyone was just so welcoming to me as a new member, and I feel like that's so important, and like you don't find that a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really, really cool.
Yeah, like something Aaron Russell told me on episode 80, that it's like a family.
Yeah.
Even more so than a lot of kind of other things, because it's like this tight-knit group of people. And a former cast member, this echoes something a former cast member told me, where he said he was quote-unquote letting his freak flag fly.
Yeah.
By being on Quinnipiac Tonight.
Yeah. Like again, like being yourself, and like I get to do that, and I find myself really not like crazy in a bad way. Like I'm just like not afraid to like go up to a random person and like on the quad and just like say random things to them, like what's up. Like I'm very like social, but people like think that's weird. But I feel like everyone in Quinnipiac Tonight just like we all like have the same humor as well.
Yeah.
So like we're all like no one's like afraid to talk to each other, and I feel like that's so important. And everyone is like a tight knit family. Like I met one of my best friends, JJ, through it. Well, I knew him, but like getting closer with him, we've created such a bond. And one of my best friends, Nick Shalhoub's a part of it as well. Yeah. And he's really amazing at like film, and like just like getting closer with him through that as well is, I feel like, is really amazing. And everyone else in there is so funny and so cool, and I'm blessed that I joined.
Yeah. And I'm surprised Anthony Icardi didn't recruit you, because he recruits for this club harder than any sports coach here at Quinnipiac Tonight. All he does, like he's always telling me about his recruiting trips.
Wow. No, I didn't know he did that. Wait, I'm kind of offended. What the heck? What the heck, Anthony Icardi? I thought we were like this. It's messed up.
I guess it's like that.
It's like that. Shout
It
out.
is.
Shout out, guys.
Castillo will not be happy with that one. He's gonna watch this back.
Or Anthony's co. So it's funny because like Anthony, whenever I say it's like that to him, he and I just rapid fire it whenever we interact. But our co-host Michael Castillo, a former Quinnipiac Tonight cast member,
I know him.
whenever I say it's like that to me, whenever I say it's like that to him, he's always like, stop.
No, like
like, stop doing
before
that.
I knew he was on the podcast, it's like that. Like, we'll be in rehearsal and he'll just be like, it's like that. And everyone will be like, haha, yeah, like it's like that. Like, get it? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean it's like that? But now I know, and now I feel like I'm a part of the loop.
Yeah.
I love that.
We created like our own brain rot.
We did.
I think we.
Oh my god, I'm so brain rotted. It's like such a problem. Do you know Italian brain rot?
I do not.
Like tung 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 sahod. No? No?
No.
I feel like maybe, but it's all just like blended in. Like it's my brain right now. I just like open up my like For You page and it's
Yes,
like
it's Italian brain rot. I'm
Yeah.
like so obsessed with it. It's great. I'm very brain rotted.
What exactly is Italian?
Just like the language.
not even Italian brain rot. What is Italian?
Oh yes. I should have explained.
It's like on TikTok and it's like a new brain rot thing. Like, you know, like Skibbity Toilet?
Yes.
Now it's like Tung 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 Sahord or like Cinderella Ballerina. You should get into it. It's really
Okay.
great.
Okay. I'll
Anthony
like,
Icardi knows it. I'm surprised he didn't tell
okay.
you.
I'll have him send it my way so it bleeds into my algorithm.
Yeah. Well, I sent it to him one time and he left me on red, so maybe he doesn't know it.
Wow. He made you feel like a
Turned me down.
fan.
He did make me feel like a fan. It's like that.
It is.
Yeah, I'll never do that
Oh
again.
my god.
I
That
was priming it up.
That was incredible.
like
I was
that.
loading up and it's like that.
Yeah.
And so we talk about Quinnipiac Tonight as a family, but you're also involved in a different kind of family, and that's a sorority.
Yeah.
So how about you tell us a bit about your experience with that?
So I'm in Gamma Phi Beta. I'm the song chair right now. So I sing at like initiation, which is like for the new members when they get initiated. Like you have like a meeting before. So I choose the songs for recruitment, and I'm just like the song chair. So I just choose songs and I sing the songs. It's fun. It's like a position. That was my first ever position in any organization. So I was really excited as a freshman, like getting a position, which was really cool. I met some of my closest friends through Gamma Phi. And our philanthropy is Girls on the Run. So Girls on the Run is just basically for like middle school girls. And they do races and you raise money for it. And like, I didn't get to experience that this year, but next year I definitely will. And I'm really excited about that. So yeah, Gamma Phi is great. I joined this fall. I was also contemplating joining a sorority. I didn't want to do it at first. And my mom was in a sorority and she was like, just do it. Like, it's like up your alley. Like, I don't know why. And I was just like afraid, but I love it. It's great. And, we always hang out in the Greek suite as well, like in the student center. And we honestly just like talk about like life, and it's like built-in sisters. I know they say like you're paying for friends, but like I'm paying for the experience. I feel like I can make friends on my own. Like I've had so much experience. Like we did the walk for Alzheimer's in October and for volunteer hours, but even though it was for like hours, I learned so much about like our community, and I felt like that was so much fun, and like I got to meet like a bunch of different people. I'm trying to think of other things we did because we did so much. I don't even know. I don't even remember. Oh, we did Moonball, which was like that's a Panhellenic event or philanthropy event. There's so much like events. My bad. And it was like a basketball game between all the orgs, all the sororities and fraternities, and we raised money for that. And it's just like such a, like, it's like a family as well, full of like 100 women. And I feel like that's great. I've met some of my really good friends there, and yeah, I'm just so glad that I joined one. It's really fun.
Yeah, and that Greek suite is right by where the student media suite is. So it's like your two families, are like right there. You could just like look through the window and just like
I could wave. Yeah,
put your hand up.
I usually do that anyways. I like kind of bounce back from one another. I'm not in my dorm a lot. I'm usually just in one of the suites, which is really fun. So yeah, I love the media suite. I like the media suite vibe better than the Greek suite because I don't know. Not like because of the people, of course. Like I feel like the media suite is so much more colorful.
Yeah.
The Greek suite is like just blank. And I'm in the Greek suite a lot more, but the media suite is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like you walk in there and just like, woof,
Yeah.
overstimulation, people,
There's
cameras,
so much people
lights.
going on. So much people going on. There's so much things going on
Yeah.
in there. But my 2 roommates, they write for the Chronicle, Ava Highland and Claire Franklin. We've become like best friends throughout this entire semester, well, 2 semesters, and I'm always in there with them as well. They're like the head of the Chronicle right now, which is insane as a freshman, and they're amazing at writing. But they're the ones who, before I joined Quinnipiac tonight, I didn't even know we had a media suite. I had no idea about it.
Neither did I.
I had no clue. And then they were the ones who showed me. And I'm like, well, this place is cool. Like, I really like this place. And everyone in there is so nice. I just love going in there even for the vibes. Like, MKF is always in there. Always, which is a good thing. We love the media suite. And so I'll just be chatting it up with him in there sometimes. He's a great guy. He's cool.
The king of the media suite.
He is the king of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Hashtag that.
Hashtag that. Yeah, he's the president, right? Or, like, what is...
Executive producer.
Executive producer. They
Liam's an associate producer for them.
I applied for that. Yeah. Praying I get it. It'd be really fun. Yeah,
Mm.
I like hashtag that. I do watch it. It's really fun. I really like it. Do you do, like, the graphics and stuff?
Yeah, so like the associate producers, we do some graphics and like the credits and things like that,
cool.
and then MKF and Joe Flynn.
Yeah.
They like run the show basically
Wow.
together. So
I
yeah,
don't
but
know if
it's
he was a senior, Joe Flynn.
he is a senior.
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
He looks a lot younger, and not in a bad way. I just thought he was my age. Crazy.
Yeah.
He was in the Plants vs. Zombie segment.
He was, yeah.
And he's a really funny guy. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Hashtag that's really cool.
Yeah.
I like watching it.
It's like hashtag
We appreciate
that.
the.
It's like that.
Okay, that one felt a little forced, but I'll give it to you because you're hyping up hashtag.
It's like that.
It is like that.
How did that name even come about?
Anthony Castillo were coming up with names, some of which I won't repeat.
Okay.
And one of them
I'm not surprised.
was the most one of the most respectable ones was It's Like That.
I love
Because it's like
It's
that.
like that.
So
It's like that. I
that
love
was the name. And you bring up Kron, like how was that experience writing for them?
Yeah, it's been really fun. Like, I'm obviously involved in a lot of other organizations, so I don't get to write for them as much as I really want to. I'm planning on being more involved with them next year, but I wrote 5 pieces. My favorite piece is writing about how they got rid of the theater major in Buckman, and I actually got to attend a conference because of that. The
Really?
head of the theater department or the music department, Lauren Reed, reached out to me, and she gave me a free ticket to a show, and after that, I got to go to a concert. Well, I did get to go to a concert and then a conference, which was insane that people were actually reading my articles. People were, like, coming up to me, like, on the quad and like, are you Olivia? Like, I read your article. It was really great. And also for one about the counseling service, because I had a counselor in the first semester, and like I feel like it's really important to go to counseling even if you don't feel like you need it. Sometimes really nice to talk to people. So I wrote an article on that, and a lot of people reached out to me too. Like the Yale Hospital reached out to me and was like, I love your article. Like, would you like to speak at one of our events? And I'm like, yeah, so that's supposed to be happening next year. I feel like it's really cool to write and like that people actually read my stuff that I'm passionate about. I feel like that's really cool. I definitely like the Quinnipiac Chronicle, and again, like some of my friends, like Emily, she just got an e-board position, and 2 of my best friends, Ava Claire, what the heck, oh my God, Ava Highland and Claire Franklin. I almost called her Ava Franklin, but Ava Highland and Claire Franklin, they are like the news writers and the sports editors, and they're like on the e-board for as a freshman, which is like top e-board, and I think that's so cool. And they introduced me to the Chronicle as well, and it was really fun to write.
Yeah, and so you get to, especially as a journalism major, you get to kind of really build into that through working with Kron, and then something near and dear to you, like the theater major going away, Buckman the theater, where we actually filmed scenes for our movie.
We did.
So it's kind of like full circle.
It is full circle, and I feel like everything at the school is just connected. I don't know. Like, I'll see people, like, I was at Target today, and I saw a girl from my high school, and I'm like, wait, what the heck? I didn't even know she went here. And I'm like, this is so weird. I feel like it's just all connected. Like, I don't know. That's, like, weird, but, like, everything's just, like, connected with each other at the school, and I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
And you talk about people going up to you on the quad. It brings up a very random thing I've noticed. You have a blue check mark on your Instagram. When I first saw that, I was like, oh shit, like she's legit. How did you get that?
Okay, secret here is I bought it,
Okay.
but I used to do, so I had a manager for acting for a really long time, and I was in a TV show called The Spy Who Raised Me on A&E, the documentary. It's like a documentary channel. I don't know.
Really?
Do you know A&E?
I don't know why I know the name.
It's just
of
like a
the,
documentary.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that's been on there.
Yeah.
Like, remember Duck Dynasty?
Yes, yes,
I don't know
yeah.
why that's the one that comes to my mind, but like
That's a
stuff
very
like that.
Liam show.
Yeah, that was an old school classic.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
know what
documentary
you're
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I saw this girl from my high school get verified on Instagram, and I'm like, wait, so anyone could do this? Like, you don't have to be like famous. And I'm like, why not? So my manager's like, oh, why not? Like, we'll buy it for you for your birthday, and it'll be fun. So I just did it. I'm like, maybe I'll just like get rid of it. But I'm like, you know what? Like, some guy in the dining hall came up to me. He's like, are you Olivia? Like, you have a verified check mark. I'm like, you know what? People are noticing me from this. Like, I'm gonna keep it for like shits and giggles. Can I say shit on here?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep it on here for shits and giggles. Why not? It'll be funny. So, secret is I bought it, but it's fun.
So you were acted in a documentary. How was that experience? Did you act in any other projects like that?
Yeah, so I was in the movie. Well, I got the experience to be on the movie. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called like Big or something. Sadie Sink is in it from Stranger Things, the ginger.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
her
yeah.
dad was like the fat guy. I don't know if you know. Probably not.
The whale?
Oh,
The whale.
Wait, really?
Wait,
Actually?
what? You were in The
with Brendan
Whale?
Fraser?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like an extra in it. So
Oh, snap. That's
which was really interesting to be a part of.
Yeah.
The whale. I don't know. I was like younger, but they like cut. It was like a school scene, like just like walking through the hallways, and they cut my scene out. So.
Oh.
But I got the experience to be a part of that. I was younger, so I don't know the name of it. It couldn't like I knew that was the actor. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
But I was extras in a lot of shows.
I mean, I feel like The Whale wasn't that long
Yeah,
ago,
it
was it?
Yeah, well,
I was
probably
like
longer than we think.
I
but,
was
like,
a
Yeah.
freshman when I did this.
Okay, yeah, so maybe
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess that tracks.
I could be
Yeah.
so wrong. Don't
with
take
Sadie
my word.
Sink with a big old dad.
Yeah.
That sounds like The Whale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. But I didn't meet
that's
her.
crazy.
But
I
yeah,
didn't-
that's really cool.
I didn't
Yeah.
meet her though, sadly. I'm pretty sure it was that. I was extras in like a bunch of other shows, but like for The Spy Who Raised Me, it's about a girl named Chelsea Barsky. Her dad was a Russian spy, and she didn't know that, and people were stalking their house for a while. And I just submitted to be an extra, and they're like, you kind of look like her. And I'm like, okay. So they made me submit a monologue, and I did, and I got the role as the younger, like 10-year-old version of her. I'm on IMDb, which is I think is really funny.
Yeah. And you will be for Tragic Times as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
they put people on there. Like, I have an account on there from...
Are you serious?
Or a profile on there from other works I did for the Film
That's
Society.
so funny. Oh my god, I'm so excited about that.
So you'll get something
That's-
else under your credits.
That's great.
She's worked with Brendan Fraser and, more importantly, the incredible Ryan Zayaks.
And more importantly. But I never met that guy. Because, like, from, like, actual movie shoots, I'm sure you know, like, you don't always work with, like, the actor.
Yeah,
like, I'm sure you know. Like, it was just, like, an extra with a bunch of, like, people, just, like, walking through a hallway. I was also on another popular show. But all of this was through my manager. So, at the time, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I'm part of Glitter Talent Agency.
Okay.
That's just my manager. I feel like to put that out there. But right now I'm not really doing any acting. So COVID really messed me up. I was in another short film that never came out, and I think I can talk about it. My aunt was. Can I say the word suicide on here?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not gonna like get into details.
Okay.
If you have to cut it out, you can.
Okay.
But my aunt was suicidal in it, like the
Yeah,
actor. So I was trying to get her out of that, and I was like a 12-year-old girl, and this took place in the city the day before COVID happened.
Yeah.
So literally the filming was the day before COVID, and it was like a music video. I can even send it to you because I have it. It's
Okay.
really fun.
Okay.
But like a short film music video was like music behind it. And it never came out, and I was really bummed about that. But I still got paid for it, so
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I was also qualified for SAG. Do you know
Oh,
SAG?
really? Yeah. Screen Actors Guild. Yes.
If I did like more things, but then COVID happened and I got messed up.
Yeah.
But I also did like a few like professional theater shows. Like in the city, I was in an off-Broadway show called Annie Warbucks and Madeline's Christmas, which was
Okay.
really fun. But again, like COVID happened, and I also was in the final rounds for School of Rock on Broadway.
Really?
Yeah, but I was too tall for the cut, so.
Oh.
But it was fun. Like I feel like I got a lot of experience from doing all these things, and I don't know, just interesting. I have a lot of
Yeah.
lore. Just like people are like, I sang with Kevin Chamberlain from Jessie.
He was Bertram. You know the.
Yeah.
I sang a duet with him one time at a workshop. Wow. I met Alex Brightman from Beetlejuice.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not, but I know Beetlejuice.
He's a Broadway show. Do you know the show Jessie on Disney?
Yes.
I met the Bertram guy.
Yeah.
He was really fun because he was on Musical on Broadway, and I was at a workshop for the musical, like workshops through like acting classes. That was really fun. I'm trying to think of, that's really it. I don't know. I just like kind of yapped. I'm sorry.
No, that was crazy lore. I didn't know. We have a SAG actress here in the building.
I'm almost qualified.
Almost qualified.
But like I don't think I ever will be. You need like specific credits.
Yeah, you need some more XP.
I need some more XP.
So you went from School of Rock to an actual rock band.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of was like the evolution of that.
Evolution. They didn't want me, so I just joined an actual rock band. It's fine.
Yeah. So what are your do you have any takeaways from like being a professional actress?
Yeah. I wouldn't even say professional anymore because I haven't like been like paid for anything since I was like 14. Mm-hmm. But being a part of like those shows was such like a life-changing experience. Like a girl I worked with on Annie Warbucks, she was on Dance Moms for season 8. Her name is Hannah Grace Collin, and the other girl, she's like a TikTok star now, Sissy Sheridan. I don't know if you know her. She was a part of like the Hype House or whatever. So I met a lot of people, a lot of networking through being a part of these shows. Sadly, my career never blew up like what I thought it would, but I met so many cool people, and I feel like that was really fun. And just like getting to experience being on such a stage. Like I was in the Radio City Christmas Spectacular one year.
Really?
Like we opened up for it for the Rockettes, like my music school. So I got to go backstage for that, and I got to meet all the Rockettes, which was so cool. And then I sang the national anthem at Madison Square Garden for the Harlem Globetrotters with the same group, and we got to meet the basketball players, and I thought that was cool. And then my chorus at high school, we performed at Carnegie Hall. I don't know if you know where that is.
Yeah.
But I just feel like being a part of those shows, and even if it's just like with a music group, performing in front of that many people at a basketball game for the Harlem Globetrotters or whatever they're called, singing the national anthem for a professional basketball game was so life-changing. It was so fun.
That's wicked lore.
Yeah.
That's like great lore I had no clue of, that you've been able to do all these things in music and acting. Do you think you'll ever go back to acting professionally or pursuing it?
Definitely, and I feel like your film really helped me realize that it's something that I still want to do. So thank you. I was so excited when you casted me in it because I'm like, again, like I feel like from the experience I got in high school, like I had wanted to give up. No, like offense to any teachers in my high school. I just like kind of felt like giving up, and it was just like kind of sad because, I don't know. I wasn't really any roles in the shows, which is fine. But it just made me realize, like, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. But then, like, I'm not saying that, like, I think I'm, like, this best, like, actor or whatever. But then, like, coming here, joining Quinnipiac Tonight, joining your film, being more involved in the community as made me realize, like, my passion is still there. I don't know if I want it as, I don't know if I want it as my profession. Something to do for fun. Something, like, still go on auditions and whatever happens, but I'm more focused on journalism and public relations and all that kind of stuff. But I definitely want to do something with acting.
Yeah, and what makes you lean towards journalism and public relations?
I love writing. I've always been a writer. I feel like it's really important, and I'm not good at math at all, so I don't know what else I would do. I suck at math. I'm terrible. But I wrote a lot in high school. I was in poetry. My poem is in a book right now that was published, and I got paid for that. So it's like in a published book right now that you can like get at Barnes & Nobles, but it's like a bunch of poems, and that kind of made me realize that I want to start writing because people like what I'm writing, and like I think that's so cool. I came to college not really knowing what I wanted to do, and my mom was like, why not do communications? Like there's not a lot of math in it, and it's up your alley. So coming here, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea what communications was. No clue. I'm like, what am I getting myself into? All I knew is that you network and talk to people, but I'm so glad that I joined the program. Public relations, like I want to start like doing like more on the business side and like marketing and advertising, and like a lot of social media because I love social media. I post a lot on it. I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn's fun. I just found out about LinkedIn like 4 months ago just from
being here.
Yeah.
I found my dad on LinkedIn too, and we connected, which was so funny. I didn't know he had a LinkedIn account. He never told me about LinkedIn. I follow him on everything else, and then I was on LinkedIn, and I'm like, let's see what comes up when I search up my name. It's just my dad. I'm like, wow, Dad, I didn't know you had a LinkedIn page. I thought this was only for like college people. And he's like, no, like it's just how to get jobs. I'm like, I love this. This is so fun. And I don't know why I started talking about LinkedIn, but I love LinkedIn.
I'm a proud LinkedIn influencer.
I know you are.
Yeah, I use it. I use it like my life depends on it.
I love LinkedIn. It's great. And I've connected with like a lot of cool people. Like I went to Paramount Studios, you know about this.
Yeah, I saw that.
And we met the creator of Quinnipiac Tonight, Kevin Carroll, I think his name is.
I met him too, yeah.
You met him, right? Kevin Carroll, right? That's his name?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did you go to Paramount?
No, he actually came back to record a like a special for Quinnipiac Tonight for the 10th season that ended up not getting released because we weren't able to finish it, and that's where I met him because I was helping with the filming of that.
He's gonna watch the final show, which I'm very excited about.
Really?
Yeah. He was so nice. He works for Nickelodeon.
Yes.
And that experience was so fun. I went with my friend Harrison, Danielle, Nick Shaloub, John Powers was like in charge of it. Ian Rosenay.
Yes.
You know Ian and Harry. And some people from Emma Corden.
Yeah.
Other people from the Grove went to this, and I woke up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I never do that, so you know I was dedicated. And it was so much fun. Like I got to learn about like things that I wanted to do, and being a part of like, I don't know. I just thought it was like such an amazing experience. This was in the middle of Times Square, which I love.
Yeah, as you know from your experience in New York, Madison Square Garden and Radio City, and I feel like it's an appropriate time to talk about Tragic Times. I'll explain it as a short film that I wrote and directed. I cast you as Ivy Grace, who's a beloved comedian who, the central character, Mr. Comedy, has this kind of fascination with. So tell us about like your experience on that and kind of what you enjoyed about working on the film.
Yeah, so the audition process was a lot of fun too. Like sometimes auditions are really boring and you wait around and it's just like, why am I here? Just to not even get the role. And like auditions are usually so long, and like yes, the audition process was like long, but it was fun. Like you guys made it so much fun. You went, how do I pronounce your name? Marjay, yes. Was I right? Yes. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. Right. Like I'm so bad. But you guys made it fun. Like you had so many people auditioning, and like it wasn't something to dread, even like waiting there. Like it was just so much fun. Like everyone in the cast, everyone who auditioned, even if they weren't a role, they still helped out, which was really amazing. Like you don't see people collaborate like that. And then like when I got the role, I was in the Greek suite. I'm like, yes, I'm like so happy. My friends were like, yay, like we can't wait to watch it. And then the shooting happened. Something that I do is when I'm memorizing lines, I put voice memos on and I read all of the other lines except mine. Okay. So that's like I was reading like Anthony's lines. Yeah. And so then like that's how I memorize things, and I feel like that's so much fun. The script was so much fun. Being that role was definitely like when I would have to crack jokes and it was silent in the audience, I'm like, I don't know what to do, which was so funny. Because to be honest, I'm not the best improviser, and I'm in an improv class right now, but I'm not the best. So I feel like I did good for like not being that good at improv. But the set was so cool how you guys turned that room into a club or a comedy show. Yeah,
we took an acting club, so it's kind of just like a very blank room, and it was supposed to be a club, so we kind of put a ton of lights and things like that to make it look.
It was sick. And then on the rocks I got to dress up, which I love doing, which was so much fun. And like obviously I had a great leading partner, Anthony.
Yes,
shout out,
who played the lead, Mr. Comedy.
Yes, and he was fantastic at the role. The makeup artist, Sarah, right?
Yes,
she was amazing. And everyone else was so much fun. Tyler was so funny at his role. Yeah. I like to be behind the scenes as well and watching everyone act. I got to learn a lot about that, which was so fun. My like suite mate, Danielle, was the bouncer, which was really cool. Yeah. And MKF was great. The whole cast was just so much fun. And I feel like I joined the group me for QFS. So I'm like, I'm a part of that too somehow. Even though like I'm not really like a film major. Yeah. It was just like one of my favorite projects I've ever worked on. I'm not even saying that 'cause I'm on your podcast. I'm being so serious. It was so much fun, and I got to be a lead role in a film, which was such an amazing experience. Presley got really great photos of me. That's now my LinkedIn profile photo, which is amazing. And everyone there is just so talented. We're all college students.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't like people who have been in the industry for 30 years. Like, we're all college students, and to like do that, like, for you, like, it's amazing. And it's like so cool. And everyone is just so talented, and everyone is so fun. Like, in the waiting room, when we, like, the first day or the second day on Sherman Avenue, when we were waiting in there, we were all just like so excited to get started, and like even waiting around for a while, like nothing was boring, nothing was like, ugh, I want to leave. Like, it was like one of the greatest experiences ever. It was so fun. I just like glazed you so much.
Oh, I appreciate the glazing. I'm usually one doing the glazing, but no, I really appreciate that. And that's something I always notice on set, is that naturally, like, making a movie just takes so much time, and sometimes people are waiting around, but the energy was always so high on set that you never really felt time passing. And that's something I greatly appreciate, and that's something you greatly attributed to. And yeah, just being able to like write a script and then have the production based on my script, it really was a dream come true for my part. And then getting to have this whole production around it with, like you noted, a lot of really, really talented people, really passionate people who are following my own vision, which, like I said, I'm very, very grateful for. Like, any like specific moment that really stands out to you from the production?
Yeah, definitely the on the rock scene was one of my favorite one between me and Anthony.
Yes.
When like there was like, I don't know what it's called, like the screen was in front of us.
Yeah.
What is that called?
So I'll explain this scene. This is the restaurant scene we're referring to. So yeah, you and Anthony were at a table, and we kind of had a kind of like we kind of just held up a sheet, honestly, to block out sunlight.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of messing up the artificial lighting we had set up. So it was kind of like you guys were like hidden away, like you guys were like cloaked with it. So really, what I call it, it was a sheet, basically.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes to do, because I feel like he's such a funny guy, and so like I was afraid that I was gonna start laughing throughout the lines, and I didn't, surprisingly. But like I couldn't ask for a better Mr. Comedy. Like I feel like we've gone a lot closer since that, which I feel like is really cool. He's become one of my really, like, I look up to him. He's great. Like, he's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life. And so, like, I feel like doing that film, we wouldn't be as close as we are now. And I feel like that scene, like, because it was, like, one-on-one. We definitely got to collaborate a lot. And, like, I was really happy that he was a part of it. And everyone else a part of it, again, is so talented. I really liked the scene where I was holding the mic. And it was, like the club scene. Even though I didn't have, like, actual lines in that part, like, it was just, the lighting was so cool. And, like, being a part of it was just so much fun. Like, every scene I feel like was my favorite. I can't choose one scene that I really liked, because the whole thing was just so much fun. And I really, like, again, I'm so grateful for the show, and like not even like glazing you because I'm on your podcast. Like I say this to my roommates, like I'm like, when this comes out, we're all gonna, which I'm sure has when this comes out. So guys, go watch it. Like, go watch Tragic Times. Like, I don't know what you're doing. It's great. So it was so much fun. Yeah,
and that club with all the lights, it was like aura farming territory.
Yes.
I used it as such.
It was great.
I never pass up the opportunity to do that. And
looked just like Ramaj.
Yeah, and I, of course, appreciate you so much for being a part of it. It's just, I thought of you for the role when I saw you performing at On the Rocks, actually. Because I had been going to, well, I went to all the Quinnipiac Tonight shows, so I knew you from there, and I saw you at On the Rocks, knowing you were multi-talented, which very much fits the character. So that's why it popped into my head. Then, ironically enough, I was talking to Anthony Icardi, and he brought you up as well. The master recruiter. So I'm like, you know what? That's why I shot you the email and said, like, hey, if you want to come out to audition, maybe it's something you'd be interested in. And then
I was so excited when you sent me that email, because again, like, I hate bringing up like high school and stuff, but like no one ever thought of me of like doing a role. Like, it was never like, oh, let's ask Liv if she wants to audition. Like, it was never like that. Like, they had everyone was so talented. So like coming to college and like being a part of all these things, like getting all these opportunities, that never really happened before. Well, like, I did acting when I was younger, but like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I've learned a lot about myself being in college. And like, when you sent me out that email, it did really make me happy.
I'm glad.
Because for some reason my mom got the notification.
Really?
I don't know how. Oh, I have a computer at home, and I think she uses it for work because hers broke. Okay. So she's like, did you see your email? Like, is this real? Is this like a scam? Like, what's going on? I'm like, wait, no, I've heard about this guy before. So and then I was like, oh my god, wait, this is so cool that you like thought of me. That was just so fun. And then the audition was a lot of fun. Me and Danielle walked over together because I live with her. And we were like, we're so hyped for this. This is gonna be great. No matter like what happens, we get that experience of even an audition. And it was like a real audition. It wasn't like a silly college audition. Like I've been in a lot of auditions. Like it was professional. Like it was like you and Margie did such a good job at like
Thank you.
printing out the slides, the sides. Everything about it was so professional, and like you don't find that a lot in college. Sometimes they're like just like bullshit auditions. Like it was really professional.
Thank you.
And
thank
like
you.
it was such a good experience. Even the audition part.
I tried my best, and there was no Zy scams. it was legit.
No Zy scams, no.
And I also like mentioning that it helped get you into the club as well, and that's something I'm really happy for, because I know there's other people from the production who weren't really a part of the club kind of joined in the club, so it helped to like create this like nice bond with everybody. Even though it was just a weekend, it was like we spent so much time together, made this really special thing that it became like I mentioned, just like a great bonding experience.
Yeah. Definitely. And like Mike Rada, I know from my improv class as well. So like I was talking to him about the film as well, and he was like, oh, you should join QFS, like why not? I had that scared me.
Doris Slam for reference.
I had went to a QFS meeting because they were doing like a film contest in like October, and Danielle was like, just come for like fun, and like we made a funny film. I can send it to you. It was so funny. And they showed it on the screen, and I'm like, oh, this is so fun. And then like a lot of sorority things happen on Monday. So like, or Wednesday. It's Wednesday. So I didn't have a lot of time to join it, but like definitely next year I'm gonna be a lot more involved in it, and I feel like Tragic Times really helped me to realize like I want to join the club, and Margie is the vice president next year. I'm really excited for her. She's the sweetest. She's so nice. She's so sweet. But I'm really, really excited. There's something in my mouth. It's fine. You can keep that in there. I don't care. I don't know. Something just like in the side of my mouth. That's
so
fine.
I'm glad that like you now want to be in QFS. But to continue to learn more things about you, how about you tell us some fun facts about yourself, like things people might not know about you?
I feel like I'm an open book. I feel like I say a lot of things. I'm trying to think. Oh, I was on varsity soccer, and like I played soccer for 10 years. Is that interesting?
I think that's interesting.
I feel like all the fun facts, like I sing and I like to act, but like it's like kind of known. I did soccer really like for 10 years, and I was on the intramural team here.
Really?
With like the boys on my floor. I was the only girl on the team, and it was like really embarrassing. And then I was the women's basketball manager last semester, which was really fun. Obviously, like we were talking because Carson might be on it, which is really cool. She's so cool. And I've become friends with like Gal Raviv. You know her, like the star basketball player. She's from Israel.
I do not know.
Wow. She's crazy. She's sick at basketball. She's going to UMiami next year for basketball.
Really?
Yeah, but I did that for a little bit. I obviously couldn't because I was involved in a lot more stuff this semester. But I was a women's basketball team manager, which was really fun. I don't know. I don't have any other fun facts, to be honest. I like the color green. It's my favorite color. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. Oh, actually,
cool.
Like the walls that are surrounding us.
Like the walls. Yeah, but that's like all my fun facts.
Interesting.
I kind of just say everything or post it. I post a lot.
Me too.
It's a problem. It's a problem. But yeah,
no,
I'm the problem, not you.
Okay.
Not you.
Okay. So you love acting, you love theater, singing, etc. What's one thing you love and one thing you strongly dislike in general?
One thing I love is people who are nice. One thing I hate are people who are mean and judgmental, because we live once, and like I've dealt with a lot of judgmental people, and like it's not fun at all. Because like I hate toxic people. I was in a really toxic group of people, and it was just like not fun to be a part of. I just like we're so young, you know, like we're like 18, 19, 20, whatever. Like you're in college, like high school stuff is over. I hate people who are like just like bad energy. Like it's not fun to be a part of, and like why? Like what? It's dumb.
Someone say that's tragic.
It's tragic, and it's like that. It's like that. Zicast.
Exactly.
Shout out.
Exactly. And now you were in a movie, but let me ask you, what are some of your favorite movies?
My favorite movies? I like the Minecraft movie. Chicken Jockey, guys.
I am Steve.
I am Steve and Chicken Jockey. And Minecraft, I just love the game.
Okay.
I love the movie. It was my favorite game growing up. But one time I did almost get kidnapped on the game. Because me and my friend went to the Bahamas when we were like 8.
Okay.
And someone joined our server. Because it used to be like Wi-Fi and you can join the server.
Yeah.
And he asked where our room number was. And 7-year-old us said where our room was. And he like showed up.
Oh.
That's just a fun fact. That's another fun fact.
That's a frightening fact.
That's our first Zicast terrifying fact.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And another movie I like.
It's a PSA though.
Oh, PSA.
Yeah, don't give away
Don't
dox yourself on the craft.
Strong. Like, they had to call security. It was a whole big thing. We were like 7 though, so I don't think a 7-year-old might be watching this. So if you are, don't do that. It's messed up. Yeah. So shout out Aiden Fire for that. That's his YouTube.
Oh.
Aiden, we've been through a lot. Almost got kidnapped in Minecraft. It's really fun. Another movie I like is I don't even know. I love the Scream franchise. I'm just obsessed with it. Jenna Ortega, perfection. That whole franchise is just perfection. I just love everything about those movies. I love horror movies. I worked at a haunted house, actually. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Kreischer Mansion, and it was a real haunted house, and it was fun. And I acted in it for 3 years.
Wow.
And I did the girl, the Saw, not Saw. Well, I was a part of the Saw segment too, but the Ring. So I had the black hair in front of my eyes. I would crawl out of a television. It was really fun. You know that? Do you know the Ring?
I do not know.
Samara, you'll know her if you look at her.
You've definitely seen it before, right?
You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's like the 7 days with the tape.
Okay.
You definitely know.
You put it in.
Yeah.
You definitely know. I promise. I'll send it to you too. But it was like the black hair in front of the face and a white dress, and you did not see my face at all. It was scary. It was fun. I love horror movies.
Yeah, and I love this episode of the Zicast.
Yes.
I'd like to thank you for coming on. And do you have any motivational plugs or motivational words or plugs or anything you'd like to leave the audience with?
Just be yourself. That's it.
Okay.
Just like stay positive and like don't let no one bring you down, you know?
Awesome.
It's like that. Sorry, I'm done.
It is.
I'm done.
Respect.
Respect is key.
It is like that, and it's been so great getting to meet you, Olivia. I wish I met you earlier.
I wish I met you too. Now you're graduating.
Yeah.
Come and visit.
It's like that.
It's like that.
I will do my best, and it was so great getting to work with you.
Thanks.
You really brought the character of Ivy Grace to life in a way beyond even I could have written it. And it was just so fun getting to meet you, your awesome energy, your good vibes, getting to see you perform on the rocks with Area Code or Quinnipiac tonight. And keep doing that. Keep letting your light shine and keep writing and just, keep being yourself. And thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to watch this when it comes out.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. And as always, this is Ryan Zikes for the Zicast, where everyone has a story, signing off. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.